Yes, sir. Okay, sir. Sir, start now. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. So, I am Dipti Ranjan Mahapatra. I am from BPUT Raulkela. I am currently pursuing my master's in structural engineering and currently is guided by Dr. Subhash Mandar on how to create a model on using OpenSys and use the machine learning to predict this parameter and failures. So I'm going to show you how to download and first how to download OpenSys. So you first go to Google and type OpenSys. Then you can see the OpenSys website here. Then you go to okay, download option here. Use give your email ID. You give your email ID. Then they will send you a link to download it. Sir, am I audible, sir? Hello, hello.
Yes, yes, sir. Audible.
Okay, okay. So they will send you link to download it or something like you can see the screen now. So it is OpenSys 3.2.2. So you have to uh, download it and install it. Okay, so I have already downloaded it. So you can install it and choose a destination file. Choose a destination file to store all your files that you uh, use in the OpenSys software. So I have selected the destination file to be here. So that's why all of my models that I write in TCL software that is stored here that I can recall using Notepad software to edit and uh, okay to record, edit or run the software. Okay, so I'm going to now how to normally use the OpenSys software. Okay, so first of all, the OpenSys software is is a free source open source software, so anybody can access it, and it runs on a TCL language, so it is called the code language or TCL language. So you have to, it's like another C language or C++ language. It has its own structure to write code in it. So you have to first understand how the TCL programming language works. So you can do YouTube check how the TCL programming works. So that way you can get the basic idea how to do a TCL programming. So after you do that, so you can then you have to do how to program for how to model anything like let's suppose there is a tons of example here. You can refer to that as a uh, then you can model it. So you have to go for this is OpenSea software, OpenSea website. You have to go there and you click on user doc. Okay. Then there is getting started with manual. So there is is an example here, and it shows you the different parameters. So yes, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Okay. This is an example. So, no, no, okay, let's take an example. Then I will slowly explain to you how that works. But how the example works, it is all written here. So you can go to like introduction part and you can go through it. Okay. So I will go to an example. So I will show you how this works. So I have modeled a simply supported beam, and I will show you. Okay. So it's a Notepad plus software. So you have to write code in this only. cannot write in MS Word or Notepad, and you have to code it in the Notepad, and you have to call it in the OpenSys software, so that way you can learn it. So first of all, so the first command is okay. It's a simply supported beam, and with wait, simply supported beam with UDL. Okay. So the first command is wipe command. So it does what? It clears all the previous program that is stored in the software, the OpenSys software, OpenSys command prompt. It is the first command wipe. It's wipe out the previous command. So you have to develop a model. So command from for that is model basic builder. So it's in the library. It is defined already in the library. So you have to just call it like you used to do it C program, the scanf, the printf. That is the predefined function. So it is the predefined function of this open software. Okay. So this is model basic builder. It defines that. How many dimensions are you going to give your model, how many degree of freedom you are going to give your model. So the first thing I'm going to model a two-dimensional beam. So I did a model basic builder, number of dimensions. It is NDM means number of dimensions. It is no, sir, I don't have, sir. So imagine a simply supported beam. Imagine a simply supported beam with UDL. So, okay, it's a simply supported beam, and you decide I did it in rough, and then I model it, so I don't have the actually miss. Okay. It's a simply supported beam with dual load. So it is number of dimension is two, x direction and y direction. Okay, so number of degree of freedom is three. So number of degree is translational in x direction, translational y direction, and rotation against the z direction. So uh, so number of degree of NDM is two, number of dimension, and number of degree of freedom three. In case of number of degree NDM is three, then number of degree of freedom will be six. Translation along the XYZ direction, and rotational along the XYZ direction. Okay, so if we so model basic builder is complete. Then we have to create a file to where we store the information. I mean, we get the model, we do load analysis. So we want to store that load, the response of the model somewhere. So we would create a file to store the response. So we get file mkdir. Mkdir if you know how the command prompt works, so there is a command like mkdir, cddir, I mean change directory, mkdir, I mean make directory. So you have to create mk directory. So file mk directory means you create a directory. So you can choose any name for your file. So you have to create a file, then you store in it. So you can create and in this XSB one I have created for simply supported beam. That's example one. So you can choose it in your whatever you want. So then for clearing the previous program, the model basic builder is to define the number of dimension and number of degree of freedom, and the file is to create the clear the file where you store the response of the model. So then you go for node defining node. So we have node 2, node 3. No, sorry, UDL node. This is point load, I think. Okay, no, sorry, sir. This is point load. This is point load. I have not written it, so I got confused. So it is a UDL. It's a simply supported beam with point load. Simply supported beam with point load. Simply supported beam with point load. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Self edit is there, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, so node one, so number of reaction is 0 and 0. So first is node. So is the function is node. So we have to define node. So we write node. Then what is the node number? We have node one. I mean, let's the both end are node one, and the first end is node one. The last end node three, and where we use the point load, it is node two. Okay, so node 1 is 0, 0. So it's the coordinate, x coordinate and y coordinate. So node 1 is 0 and 0. We have defined number of degree dimension as 2. So we only use x direction and y direction. x coordinate or y coordinate. So number 1 is 0 0. So number 2 is 200 and 0. So x direction is 200 meter from the left support where we use the uh, point load. Okay, so node 3 where is at 600. So the span length is 600. So there is no unit here. You can define the new unit as you like. So so the span length is 600. So no, at node 2 that is 200 meter, 200. So from the left side to at the 200 unit distance, you use point load. So then after the node is defined, so we have to use constant. So like simply supported beam, if you the simply supported beam at the left side is the pin support, and the right hand side it is the your roller support. So we use fix to what do we call it, fix to apply the constant. So fix this is fix one means sorry, fix one first one means the node 1. We have to fix node 1. Then we have number of degree of freedom is 3. So first, so we are going to 1 means restrict its movement and 0 means it's free. So we are restricting x direction, we are restricting y direction, and we are allowing movement in z direction. So this as per as a simple supported beam. So we have fixed 1 means node 1. We are fixing node 1. So 1 means we are restricting it, and 0 means we are allowing movement. So in this simply supported beam,